Hello, hello. Is my mic working? Hello. Okay, okay. I'm hoping that my mic is working. Apologies for being late. Apologies for being late. Get out the sun. Hello. Okay. We are going to get into some good info today. Everything is good with everyone? How are you? Welcome. Yeah, this is out the sun, right? And then you can't see me, so we're gonna. There we go. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? This is sign language. I switched computers. We are addressing the computer issue. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, staying with me. Apologies for the tardiness today. I hope everyone's feeling well. There is some bug going around. I think it's trying to catch me. Stomach flu bug thing. So hopefully you are all well. I'm not hearing that you don't hear me. All right. Hi, Yolanda. Hi, YouTube is coming in strong. Hey, YouTube. I hope that y'all are doing well because today I want to talk about the Microloc Mastery Bootcamp that is starting tonight. Welcome to the people that's getting the last minute tickets. I love it. I love it. Our team is looking forward to doing the bootcamp with you all. So I'll go ahead and break that down because if you wanted to get in, you have an opportunity to. Yeah, okay, you can hear me. Okay, cool. Great. And we'll break that down and then we'll break down the Microloc Mastery Certification Program. Also, and I have some things to show you. So just uploading these video files. So if you want to get a pen and paper handy, you can. If you're contemplating the bootcamp, I'm going to share that with you. This bootcamp is something we started. The bootcamp came out of the 3-day training series that I used to do in the Facebook group. Well, not that I used to do. I still do them in a Facebook group, but I used to do them a lot more launching the Facebook group. I took a lot of that content, added a lot more in, and decided to create a bootcamp because the bootcamp experience it's a challenge and an experience wrapped in one, and the purpose is to do action. We can talk, we can watch. All types of people say all types of information that may or may not be, but the bootcamp is designed to help you along your specific goals. If you think about a bootcamp, you can't go sit on the sidelines in a bootcamp and just chill, right? I wish I could just watch somebody work out. I'm about to work out, everybody, and let it play in the background and magically lose weight, lose this, magically be slim. Like, what are y'all doing, Jessica? Oh, I'm just watching some workout videos. So, that's how I snatch. It doesn't work like that. It works like action. It works like community, accountability, credible information, teamwork. So that's what the bootcamp is in. Oh, you wrote it twice. So I am going to got one video up. Okay, cool. And then I got another video that I'll load up, and I'm gonna get this music out and off. There we go. All right, so let's get into this breakdown. Are y'all ready? Ooh, lot. Okay, you can't see this. I'm gonna make it bigger, or I'll just read it from here. I'll make it a little bigger. This is important to know the mission. All right, because if y'all are, there's a lot of people that are my people, our people, and there's some people that just don't fit in this, right? And we know who they are sometimes right away. We can see, we can experience, but I want to say what the mission is. That's what guides our boot camps. That's what guides our 3-day trainings. That's what guides everything. All right, so Our mission at Microloc Mastery Training and Certification Program is to establish and uphold a rigorous standard of excellence that guides our professionals and instills confidence in our clients. Throughout the implementation of the Microloc Mastery Standard, we are committed to delivering optimal outcomes achieved through the application of industry-leading techniques known for their efficacy and durability. Okay, in layman's term, we're using things, I'm using standards that have been proven. Y'all know it spans decades now. It's almost 16 years since I started the Microloc standards. I started and coined Microlocs and made standards. We uphold to these very standards that have been proven to prevent and address these major issues that many people have been experiencing. Okay, the bulk of my career started out with repair, so I know that I don't want to have people dealing with those same issues 10 years later. So we steadfastly adhere to these standards. If you are Microloc Mastery certified, you adhere to these standards naturally, probably ensuring uniformity, reliability across our entire referral network. So consistency and quality in every aspect of our operations. We aim not to only meet, but exceed expectations, blah, 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 blah. But you got the gist of what I'm saying. And it's questionable when there's a term that people picked up but didn't really understand the origin of the consistency of it. And then now you have, I don't know what they're using. I don't know what's being done. I don't know their level of repair. I don't know if they can repair this. I don't know if their maintenance routine is either preventing or causing this. And we wanted to eliminate all of that with Microloc Mastery. So that's what I wanted to start off with. And if that's not you, you can click off. It is okay. I think we have naturally come together with people that agree, right? So you can't all this. I skipped the spiel, but I'm Jessica, founder of Naturally Beautiful Hair Care Microloc Mastery, coining Microlocs out of Brooklyn, New York, in 2000 till in 2008, 2009, to address the needed innovations that were coming up, and with the main company of not bashing sister locks, but that was all that was really for small locks, pioneering and paving the way for us all. Okay, but I came in through my own accord to address and fix. And in the beginning, it was more than half. Well, all of my clients at the very beginning were sister lock clients that needed repair. As I developed and created my own Microloc cake clients, then we were able to and use innovation, which included expanded knowledge of tool usage, laying foundations for strength, preventing a lot of the issues that I was seeing with weak and damaged locks. And so that each install would not only become stronger, but just look better and better throughout the time. So there's innovations that needed to be created, like reattachment and extending. And so those are the things that I set out to do, and there was not anything there for this size locks. So I talk about that. And I talk about that because I think, to put it in context, when you have an idea of what is going to keep a lock strong, you can be more discerning about what you see in the very confusing kind of realm, so that you can save yourself time, headache, and money. And if you are trying to establish a business, you can have great results and really have a great reputation and image that you don't have to worry about too much. Like you feel like you're more equipped with these basic fundamentals and knowledge. So that's where I come in with creating the whole Microloc branding, and then Microloc Mastery. We are an online education program, and we launched in January 2020, Microloc Mastery, out of Naturally Beautiful Hair Care. I had the honor, not that many months ago, a few months ago in September, to sit on a panel and fully represent Microlocs. I was behind the scenes. I have a story. People are like, well, how come we don't know you? Because like many other people, I became a single mother and I had to get away. I was down bad. And I think a lot of people can relate, whether or not I'm a little transparent. I'm a licensed social worker as well. I'm a licensed therapist. I talk openly and freely about mental health. I feel like we need to infuse more of that into this conversation. But I did a lot of work to help make and destigmatize and help increase the popularity of Microlocs, whether you knew about me or not. So I sat on a panel with Joanne Cornwell. Interesting conversation on and off the panel, but she did say something on that panel. I made a whole video about it. I'll tell y'all real quick. because I need to tell y'all what she said. And it shocked me. And I don't like this energy. And this is what I made sure I combat against. Said that I was doing a bootleg sister locks when I, in essence, was repairing all my sister lock clients and creating options and innovations and solutions they did not have. So I take it very seriously what I do. And yeah, I don't see y'all. Do y'all hear me? Can I take a moment to like so we can go into this content? Take a moment to like. I see no light. Is that me or is it just? Oh, I just got work. Some good news flash my screen. No, I don't see. Yeah, I'm pushing through. If I sound a little weird, it's because I have like I think a stomach, but something's trying to work itself into my system, and I'm pushing back. So I might be a little bit extra. But I want to get y'all this information about our boot camp, which starts in a few hours. We got a whole crew, and it's going to be led by one of our Microloc Mastery coaches, Tosha. If you don't know her, you'll get to know her. She's definitely a big part of Microloc Mastery. She's also a former student. We hire from within and without, but she's definitely, I appreciate all the coaches. And so she's a great one that leads the boot camps. So I see one like, yes, y'all want me to continue? Drop a heart or something in the comments. Let me know you would like to get this info, because I'm going to share some info today about the boot camp and the program. We have, this is interesting. I wanted to mention, but what's behind the scenes doesn't match what's in front. There's 900 and something of you guys on the wait list for the program. So I'm doing this to address, to make sure that I can give as much information as possible. But then I show up, I want to make sure y'all are good. So let me know. All right, Yolanda, there we go. Y'all want this information. I did want to do it on YouTube, just in case there are people on YouTube that are not in the Facebook group. Okay, here we go. All right, so yeah, moving on from the Sister Locks convo. And yes, many of our people are Sister Lock certified. They come into our program because they find value. Many people come to our program from many other programs to fill the gaps and voids. So I want to make sure that if you just come to this program, you have everything you need. But if you decide you want to go to other programs and compare, that's on you too, if you have that kind of time and money. But we're going to cover it all and make sure that you get the best results. You'll be there for boot camp, Nicole. All right. Okay. So it is your best Microlocs 5-day boot camp challenge, because I want you to get your best Microlocs. And whether you are a individual, whether you are I'm trying to dodge the sun, y'all. Sorry. A professional salon owner, whatever you do, you should be your best. No one is going to look exactly like another person. But what this includes, I'll make it bigger for y'all. It includes workbooks, handout forms of materials, live interactive instruction and support, assignments, assessments, check-ins, free gifts and prizes. I don't play with the free gifts and prizes. Every boot camp, we have challenges that you have to do. If you want to be a part of this boot camp, you don't have to do it. And you win prizes like supply kits, gift sets, etc. Similar to the prizes we did for the holiday giveaway, if many of you remember. We give you things to support you on your journey for your own hair. It's starting starting today, today, February 26th to March 1st. Okay, let's talk about what we are going to cover, our agenda. This is going to go into more detail in the next slide, but we break it down by day, and it's every day at 7 p.m. starting today up until Friday. You do not have to be in the class live. If you can't make it, it's okay. You can watch the recordings. You're going to get the recordings. What you're basically going to get is entry into our online space. We have our own online community that's not on social media. We do have a Facebook group, but we have a whole world. When you get in it, you see that we can DM each other. We have social feeds. We have live rooms. And so this is where you will be able to go in, and you'll get alerts if you RSVP, and you'll be able to just click the link and get right into the class. So for day number 1, we will go over preparation. So we're going to learn the tools and systems and techniques required to properly prepare for the best results. Then we go into prevention. All right. So this is out of our framework, which is preparation and installation. But a big part of having great results is prevention. And you can prevent right from the start. You don't wait until something becomes an issue. I can literally eyeball. So how many people have that skill? If you're really doing this for a long time, you can see, oh, that's going to become a problem if this doesn't happen. And so this is what you're going to learn how to do on tomorrow. Learn how to prevent the most common problems, because there's so many problems that are so common. I'm still surprised they're happening. But then we have an introduction of new unrecommended methods to start for install that are creating new problems. So we are addressing those problems in addition to the existing problem that came out of prior to YouTube and some more DIY amateur methods that have come about. So a lot of people sometimes overlook these, and even with the clients I inherited from Sisterlocks, many problems were overlooked. So we're going to go into that. Installation, you're going to learn what it takes to master the perfect installation that ensures your microlocks only get more strong and beautiful over time. Don't work backwards. Don't make a stellar, beautiful grip with a poor foundational method, so that only looks worse when it gets to month 3, 4, 5, 6 a year. We want it to it's not going to look exactly how it's going to look when it's mature when you first do it, but it should start to like morph and evolve every single time more and more into the matured, finished look. And that should only look better and better and better, even with the phases that some people have trouble with, like the quote unquote fuzzy phase. Then we have maintenance, which is on day number 4. Tips, do's and don'ts to ensure the best results possible. So you can have a good install and jack it up with your maintenance. You can completely mess up your hair with your maintenance routine if it's not done properly. So this is a whole bunch of angles we got to come at it for really great results. Okay. It's not just a one and done. And then growing and flourishing. So you want to ensure consistent and accelerated growth in your microlocks, and if desired, your business. And you want to do your business properly. You want to lay the foundation properly, legally, physically, professionally, and learn the best methods and techniques to ensure consistent, healthy growth. So those are the 5 days. I will say that, good evening, you will be given an opportunity at this boot camp to know more about all the other programs that Microloc Mastery has, the full program. This is a boot camp experience. Let me know questions if you have them in the chat. This is an opportunity to ask questions. Please, I do not want to just lecture to y'all or see y'all on the replays with questions, and it's harder for me to answer on the replay. So if you have questions that I do not cover, please make sure you put them in the chat. Thank you. Also, like this video if you like this video, like if you have this experience, share your feedback. We really want to drive good, solid information into the algorithm, y'all, so that people can be, if you care about results, if you have a business, if you care about clients, or let's drive this information, okay? And not the other information that sometimes gets more popular is ones that could sometimes be more damaging because it's not enough traction. Microlocbootcamp.com. How do we join the live tonight? Okay. Yeah, so you should have gotten an email yesterday saying, hey, we start tomorrow. Click this link. Make sure you RSVP. I don't know if you got that, but go into your dashboard. So once you register, you'll see like an email saying create a login, Microloc Mastery. And when you go in there, you have your login, you see the bootcamp and you see the community. I would say go into the community even and just look for Meetup. You'll see bootcamp. But look for your emails, look in your spam. You should get like a lot of email. They send a lot of emails out. So if you want to send us like a personal email because you just want some individual support, I'm putting here our main email for you. If you just want to shoot us an email if you need some troubleshooting, okay? So I'm going to go over some more info and some feedback from people that have taken the boot camp. And I'm going to tell you, every single boot camp, if people are following it, automatically find it helpful before the 5 days are over. Instead, so if you're like, listen, I this is an easier investment for me. It's under $100. You know, it's not the regular price, and I just want to start somewhere. And this starting here will give you a whole comprehensive. Even people in the program take the boot camp, they take it over and over and over again. So it definitely is something I feel like it's still going to be helpful. Got the emails. Okay, great. So that you can review. Okay, let's go to who this bootcamp challenge is for. It's very specific people at this point that are attracted to Microloc Master, our team, our network, our videos, my videos. And I noticed a trend with this specific type of people. And I also, let me just be quiet. I'm not trying to brag, but y'all are great. So if you are a DIYer or you're new to Microlocs, this is for you. If you're a client, a potential client seeking more accurate information and support, it's always good to know. We have some people who joined who were like, I can't speak to my loctician. If you are scared of your loctician, that's a problem. And then I was joking around. I was like, give me that information. But you should not be feeling like intimidated by someone who's putting energy into your crown, touching your hair. And she ended up needing a lot of repair. So we were able to do some consults. So sometimes you just might say, let me just get some information for myself so that I can understand what's a little bit more. And you find that sometimes you need to make some moves. You are an inspiring stylist or hair business owner. You are a current hair professional and or salon owner looking to add to your business, or you seek solid, credible information based on long-term and proven methods. Long-term and proven methods and techniques that set the standard. So people are creating, don't go together. Sometimes we're seeing things now out there that are creating really big fat locks or really broken, fragile ones. And then they're trying to do this method that is only damaging. And then it's nothing but pictures that we have in our network of hair coming out, hair from this to extensions. And I didn't mean to take that and put it back up. I don't want people to feel like not know how solid the information is. Professionally, at LMSW, licensed social worker, I worked in academia, very big in statistics. Almost wanted to do research for some time at Columbia University. That's where I graduated from. That's where I worked. And so I don't play when it comes to creating something that has a set foundation of proven results and creating a business and trying to get money. So that's something that I really hold. If it's something that sounds cool, that I do it on myself, but I wouldn't want to create a business and then have a whole trail of problems, because I think that's really, what do you call that word? Irresponsible and not good for business or our community or our hair. So I only speak on things so much that are going to give you better results. So when I was coining Microlocs, because I was like, I'm not Sister Locks, and I like micro braids and the Microlocs, I had a very clear, distinct set of quality. It depends on the person. Obviously, not everyone wants the same type of look. But what I do put emphasis on is how strong is your hair, because I don't think anyone wants their hair to be falling out or very fragile or very weak. Or when you have an issue medically or stress, or you go through a divorce, or you go through something, and then you have patches. That happens a lot. It's all connected. Mental health, emotional health, your hair is connected, and hormones, and being a woman or a man. So that's one thing that I wanted to mention. This bootcamp challenge is not for you. All right. And it's not going to be for a lot of people. And that's cool, because we don't want, obviously, people that it's not for. You don't plan on participating or engaging, right? You are, you become defensive or combative when told information proven to get the best results. I laugh a little because I've just had this conversation with some other locticians in the realm of education, and how there are people who don't have the education, or trying to do a rogue method that is not necessary, that's not proven, or has given us a lot of problems to fix. And they're trying to convince them. I think sometimes some people become argumentative, and then my social work hat comes on. It's like, are you trying to convince me or yourself that you like those results? Because if the results are not what you want, it's okay to try to argue someone who's kind of created some standard. I just think it gets to be tiring. So if that's how you don't want anyone to come in here, and people don't usually, but you know, we want to make sure that you're not in a place where you're going to become defensive or combative because you started it one way, which is fine. We can fix it. We can clean it up if it's not doing what you want it to do. If you aren't concerned with getting your best results, that's fine. We are concerned with you getting your best results for yourself and your business. If you don't care about the strength, refinement, or long-term results of your microlocs, then this is also not going to be the place for you. Hey, okay, so Yolanda, you're looking to add to your service. Great. And hey, all right, so that's the microlocbootcamp.com. All right, I just put this out here for any last minute stragglers who want to grab a spot, but we're good. We're still full. We're good to go. But if you decide you want to join in on this, we do these in cycles. So if you can't make this one, no worries. It is $99, and it's not the full cost of the program is much more. But you don't get our proprietary hair tools. I'm going to tell you what you get in the main program. So the bootcamp will give you a lot of resources as far as workbooks, information, handouts, etc. I'm from the Sister Lock. Okay, I have locks falling out. My loctician was upset because I asked a few questions. I'm sorry, y'all. I hear that a lot. It's another red flag. I like my combination of being a therapist and being a microloctician, the brand founder, because I can see when people are defensive, it's usually because they don't know, and it's a little bit of a threat. You're challenging. They feel like maybe you're challenging or being annoying, and that's not a good space, I feel, for a really powerful, effective person in a hair space for Black women to be in. I feel like sometimes I hear that so much. My loctician told me that I'm overreacting. My loctician doesn't like, she didn't answer questions, or they keep telling me to just use these products. I hear that so much. And I start to say, who is training on, like, if that's a business owner, you're a business owner. If you are a stylist and you have clientele and you're taking money and you're running a business. And so who is training people on this kind of dialogue? If you don't know something, there's a way you can respond. But if you feel like I can't even let my clients know that I don't know, then that's where we get into dangerous, sticky territory, because now I'm going to act like I know, or I'm not going to address it. And then I'm going to keep gaslighting my client to make them think that there's nothing wrong when there's something really wrong. So we've had that happen recently, and we open our doors to do consults for y'all, just so y'all know if you're crazy or not. I know you're not crazy, but just to say the scope of it. And we see hair like hanging by a string. Those very questions, if you know it's going to break, if it's like lumpy, bumpy, a spot is like really weak, and they're telling you you're overreacting, that's not a normal phase in locking. There's normal things like a little fluffiness, a little softness, and we go in and we prevent that. And we talk about that even in the boot camp, but we go in a course further, because you'll have your tools and everything. Some of that is not normal. So you have to understand what's normal, so you can tell the client this is a normal process, and what's going to happen after this. But the client is like, I know this is not normal, because I feel like if I pull my fingers through too quickly, it's going to pop off. I didn't even go live on IG. Oh, sorry, I'm going to go live here. And so that's how we know that it's not normal. Hold up, what? Oh, I thought I read she was spitting in your locks. I was about to say, what is happening? She was splitting your locks or combining them without telling you. That's, I think, a conversation. This is how the conversation can go. Oh, hi, Miss Mary. So I see right here, Miss Mary, that you have a little bit of thinning. No, what did she say? You said you had. She was doing something before that. So do you want me to? We can address this. I can combine. I can do whatever X, Y, and Z for you. I can do X, Y, and Z. I just want to let you know. But do you want to go take a look? Most of the time, people are like, "I trust you. Go," because you're communicating. But if you're being sneaky and like, oh, people will find out that, and then they talk, clients talk. I found to be what I've seen is that clients will be very upset about that and they'll talk about you. And they might say your name when they get to the next person. And then they might tell their friends not to go to you. Like people don't want to feel like they're being deceived. And men and women in the chair are vulnerable. That's one thing that I know as a client. That's one thing I know as a stylist. So when people are doing these kind of things, engage in conversation first. Is maybe it could be resolved. But if you feel like they're very resistant, then I feel the hair is powerful as well. You're not really going to be touching on my head with certain energy, so you have some decisions to make. Business psychology, the art of conducting consultations. I have this little ebook we have in the course called The Caring Stylist. So I'm a licensed social worker therapist. I'm an LMSW. I started my business at the same time I was getting my master's. So I talk about it in the whole other time. But it simultaneously was me needing to be aware of how to treat clients as I was going through my experience, and also like getting a whole degree in it. So it's like, it's not something I take lightly, and I see it so many times. And then I get like the activist in me comes out, like, how are we going to create businesses and make an input in the industry that we could have a lot more control over? We need to have control over our own industries, right? But then doing work that's subpar, not with the intent of like positive intent, positive results, healing work. Sometimes it's just about money. A lot of people are operating desperate, scarcity, very desperate. Like, I just need to make money, instead of saying I can make abundance and money doing things right and really providing solutions for people that are going to be something that it touches them on a deeper level. Like when you feel so good about your hair's doing so well, and then they're walking around billboard for you, and then people are like, who does your hair? Like, they really take good care of you. That's the kind of businesses that are going to take off. No more of the shady stuff. Like, that shady stuff was happening many years, and I was a whistleblower many years talking about it. So I always had to put my little 2 cents in. Let me stick to the thing. But I think, yeah, we can see the posters blocking it. Oh yeah, my mannequin. Yeah. Okay. So Microloc Mastery is the main program. And Microloc Mastery, as I said before, came out of Naturally Beautiful Hair Care's Microloc trainings in Brooklyn, New York. You know, I noticed after I did Microloc trainings, everybody named Mama was doing micro. And it's I will say I'm a whistleblower because I talked a lot about tools, and I talked about how there was problems with what people were reporting with the Sister Lock tool at the time. And then, so I definitely had this expanded view at that time. And now even more so, I have terminology and everything about the way tool types affect hair, the tension, when I mean how tight the hair is locked into itself despite hair texture. There's ways that you can. I always felt like that created a stronger foundation. And if people are looking for fuller or fluffier, first of all, there's so many other ways to address desires than to mess with the quality of a lock that you want to keep in your hair for a long time. And so if you want fullness, or you want first you want certain things, or if it might even come out the Microloc realm, so go to lockquiz.com and sometimes people can go in there and say, I really just want interlock, like I really want palm roll. But it came out of the point I'm trying to make when I go back to how we started out of the Microloc trainings in Brooklyn, New York. So I was certifying people in 2009 and started very small. By the time we got to 2019, I was like, I'm going to take this international, and I'm going to use my same standards. I know there's now people, I came out of hiding. I told you I was going for a little while, being a mom. I said, I think I'm strong enough now. My daughter's a little older to continue to pour into this business and branding that I created. And that's how Microloc Mastery got born. And our pros are known as Microloc Mastery Certified, is our trademarked. They get endorsement. It's a big deal to be Microloc Mastery certified. That means that they've met these requirements for detail, these standards of laying a foundation. And we want to make sure that you give people opportunities that go just beyond doing hair and getting money, but creating mini empires. I think we have an opportunity to really control and lead a segment of a niche that really I think it needs regulation. I think it's the wild, wild west. I think people are speaking on platforms that don't really know. And you can you don't see the results until they become problems. And then, Lord, then they disappear. And you're like, well, I just paid money I had new growth and she wanted to create new locks. So she cut my hair. Oh, okay. Okay. So if she cut your hair from my mature locks. Yeah. So she's cutting the base. Yeah, I know it's sister lock splitting. So essentially cutting in half the amount of hair that you had in that lock. So you had a fat and then it got skinny. And then it may not have been strong enough. But then she used the other hair. She created a whole new lock for you. But it doesn't address the issue. I don't want to say too much on hair. Okay, got you. Well, if you're in a boot camp, you can speak in there. It's private. It's semi-private. It's private, meaning just the boot camp attendees and we really want to give you a safe space for that. So you only share what you feel comfortable sharing. No worries. All right. Now, people who are a good fit to be Microloc Mastery certified, before we get to the programs, make this bigger. Okay, you are someone looking to professionally certify your Microloc skills to either start or grow your business. You may have some experience, but you're looking to really level up through a credible training with long-term proven techniques. You want confidence in knowing that your results will be top tier and that you can easily maintain and repair nearly everyone's head that sits in your chair. That's an amazing feeling. When I know almost nothing could come in my chair that I can't fix or find a solution to fix. Nothing. And if it's something that is so far beyond our scope, either we get a referral or we take some time to figure that out and market test it and put it it's not anything where most of the time, that's what I want everyone in this program to have access to. Their hair can be hanging, every single lock could be hanging by one string and you can put all of them back in and make them all strong again long. They can have no hair right here, nothing. So I just want, or they could just have the regular problems that come out that I still find people struggling with. So smoothing out, getting a nice smooth lock, smoothing out bumps. Because I'm going to tell you, despite what you may or may not see with some DIYers, because I don't even know some things, I'm just like, what is happening? You don't want bumpy, puffy locks and make a small grid. That's not conducive. That is, a small grid is for a small, smooth lock. If you don't want a small, smooth lock and you want something else, that's fine. But now you might fall into a different category. It's okay that you have to throw the word Microloc away. It's okay because it's no longer micro. And it may not be what it needs to be strong and keep your retightness, your maintenance pain-free, free from ripping hair out because it's catching. That's real. And the type of tool matters. And if you're talking about weak spots, the type of tool matters. If you're talking about tension, the type of tool and skill level matter. Try as you might with a certain type of tool category, you can't get it as tight as another type of tool category, no matter how hard you try. And so if you're trying to go fast, because you want to be efficient, you want to make sure that what you're doing can be done fast and quick. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to be a swimmer or something, I have to make sure, or a car's design has to make sure if it's going to be fast that it has air, it's designed to be smooth. Does that make sense? I'm not going to make a big bulky plane and say, why is my plane not fly fast? Because the wind is hitting, it's not going as smooth. It's just causing more problems. So make it so that it works with what you're doing. You'll have ease of efficiency and everything. You have some well-known locticians saying there's no such how do you feel about? I don't think we should. I don't know what your. I have a licensee program because they're licensing use of the Microloc Mastery certified term. So maybe when she doesn't know, she doesn't know, and so she's speaking on a different type of license. That could be what it is. But people are welcome to ask us any questions via email. Many people do ask me a lot of questions. And also there's a lot of things that are behind the scenes being worked on that are going to come out. But yeah, there's a particular type of program and terminology. So maybe that's getting confusing for her. But I'm definitely on the boot camp. I will share. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, let's get through these slides. Yeah, but I'm open. It's courses. All right. So there are 4 main core programs. I want y'all to pay attention because this has changed from last year. I can get into why later if y'all want. But we have Microloc Mastery Essentials training, and that's like the main training. That's the essentials of what you need to know. We're going to go over them in the slide after this, and what everything includes. Then you have the retightening and maintenance. So you might just want to know how to do the retightening portion.
Unknown caller.
Then you have advanced repair, reattachment, and extending. And Microloc Mastery Extensions Full Program. Those last 2 were one before. So there is a Microloc Mastery Extensions Full Program, and we do have that actively happening right now. And we're almost done with that. I'm just excited because she's doing really well. And then out of that, I felt like sometimes people, either the investment or the time, or they just want to target on some important parts of advanced repair, but maybe not want to do the full extensions. So we have the advanced repair. So that's that hanging by a string, about to break off, or your locks have broken off and you want to reattach them, and not reattach them in some flimsy way, right? You want to reattach them so they can stay. And there's a whole process to ensuring that they stay forever, long term. Because I don't know if y'all saw me doing a video, I was putting one in my hair. I can't tell it apart ever. I don't want people to be able to find a connection point and all of a sudden it's loose again. Reattachment for permanent, so they never come out. And extending, meaning you already got some locks and you want to go and extend the full head. So those are really important skills that maybe that's just what people want, because extensions will also cover how to do a full head from scratch, and it covers how to create bulk extensions. So that is so valuable, but our members get reduced. We want people to go through the main program because we want people to understand how a good quality lock, how to get it really strong to even do the attachments. So there's a lot of parts of this conversation, which is why I speak so much about even what I see in poor foundations. For instance, like let's say a 2-strand twist or something, and you want to make an extension for long term. We're not doing 2-strand twist extension. I'm not going to do a style that's going to pull your hair out. That's not meant. We're going to teach you how to do an extension that's going to mimic and be realistic as possible. We're going to go into the slides and go into that. I'm going to show you some video. So the Microloc Mastery Essentials program includes your full supply kit. So I have a picture there. I was going to go look behind me and see if I can show you. But you see this, the mannequin that I have, she is one of the, she's one of the, look at the hair. Just like a person says. So she's, we are actually doing some extensions on here too. So we did some. I'll show y'all that later. So you get a full mannequin supply kit with the mannequin in it, and a tool set shipped to you. So the tool set has 2 sizes of my exclusive. I made this tool when I was pregnant, 2013, and I made it so that it can go and do retighten the hair in a certain way with a certain ease, and also be a really good repair tool, because I felt like it just, there's certain things that the tool needed to be. So you have that, and then you have all your supplies. You don't have to buy anything when you enroll in our program. And then we go over everything we talked about in the boot camp, but we go into it. So you got preparation, prevention, installation. So, that's laying down the grid in the way, from sizing to everything. And then you have, within laying down the grid, there's prevention weaved all into it with tips, workbooks. You have printables to help you with guiding you on sizing and everything. We go into sizing as well. Installation, retightening, repair, and grooming. So we do some basic repair, and we talk about the main repairs that come out: bumps, loose hair, soft spots, and we talk about grooming. I see a question here. Let me go through this real quick and I'll address your question. Maintenance, we talk about maintenance tips, do's and don'ts. We have workbooks in almost every section. Growth. Oh, so that's just I was talking about the framework that we have. So maintenance and how to ensure that there's steady growth, group training, live classes, and ongoing support. So we have where people can take this on their own and never be in a group. Just no, you're in a group. You're always in a community. If you choose to be active, it's up to you. But if you want to start with the community so that you can have the accountability and the networking, then you start, and it's free. It's all as many times as you like. If you don't certify in that group, you just join the next one. And then we also have workshops. So we have like styling workshops, we have pricing workshops, etc. All of that's included for life. Dedicated communities. So like I said, all for social media. We have our own Microloc Masters community. And then you can inbox people. You can put video. We go live in there. You can go live in there. You can set up live with another person that you like, that from whatever. You can communicate on your own in there or with us. And then you have ebooks, templates, workbooks, documents. Anytime I issue out a new ebook, which I tend to do, you get access to it, even if it wasn't in the original course that you when you signed up. Any upgrades that enhance the basic info, you get for free. As an original program, well, I have to start completely over. Submit your mannequin. I don't know who it is, but if you were any of the group coaching, the coaches already know you. Just submit your work. Just make sure that you review the certification submission guidelines. It's going to make it easy for us. And then, the email that you submitted to is in the course. So you should go in there. And then you can also submit. Some people submit for feedback in our community. We have a certification circle. So there's a lot of ways that you can get support if you're not sure, because if you do submit it and it's like, oh, you got to fix this, we don't want you to be like mad. So we want you to just be ready, like, okay. Hi, Jessica. Is the way I contact you personally? Yeah, you can email me at Jessica. It's long. I'm typing it. Naturally beautiful. It's the main business, naturallybeautifulhaircare.com. Email. So it's long. It's also Microloc Mastery, info at Microloc Mastery. But this one is if you put it in info, it can be seen by other people helping. So, and then I don't want to belabor this. Okay, let's go to the next. That's the main program. Oh, I had a little video I was gonna put in the background. I'll show y'all these videos. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can pull it out real quick. She said, "You're welcome. You got the email? I can take it down. I'll leave it up for a second because I want to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all. No, I'm going to skip and I'm going to show y'all the videos with the extensions. I feel like that's more fruitful. This doesn't play video because it's a slide deck, but I have all the videos for this. So if you want to see, sped up how the retightening looks, the microlocdirectory.com is also a baby of mine that I always got to give y'all the backstory, but I had the concept to create a directory of people who had these standards. I always felt like there should be a place where, you can expect a certain type of consistency with the work. And I wanted the people in our program to have an opportunity to have full pages, link to their social medias, and just all the emails we continue to get and all the emails I get. Do you have somebody here? Do you have somebody there? I was like, I want to be able to send them to one central place and also be able to provide more support. So that's the Microloc directory. That something it took me a few years to launch because we're still enhancing, going to add more features to it. But as it stands now, everyone who's in the program who decides they want to use it gets a free entire year. It is included with your membership. So you can take some time and say, you know what, I think I'm going to make a directory listing. And then people can actually send you reviews. So we got 4 reviews for one of our pros is she's also in extensions too. She's doing her thing. And I'm seeing all these 5 stars for her. So people can go in and review, and you can just check out where they are. It's linked to Google. You can kind of see where they're located and connection to you, who's near you, wherever you are. And so that is included as well. 1 year. Our membership after that's like $35. $35 a month. So maintenance and self-retightening. Oh, you got it. Okay. So this is another good, this was a really popular option, obviously during COVID, but some people want to get certified in just doing retightening, and we can offer that as well. Whether you're doing it on yourself or you're doing others, you'll learn the skill to do both. So this is a popular one for people who like, yeah, I don't really need all the install. But we're still going to give you repair and grooming, because why would anyone do a business with retightening and not know how to do repair and grooming? That is the concept that I have in my head. So you'll get your mini supply kit because you are doing it on yourself, or you have ready clients or ready people to practice on. You don't get the mannequin head. So it is a much lower price point. You get the 2 sizes of the locking tools, our exclusive locking tools. Everything is shipped to you. You don't pay any extra shipping unless you're international. And then that is I try to make it the lowest I can make. Maintenance, repair, and grooming, you go over those in the course. And you also have access to the community, which has the workshops. You get group training opportunities. So again, the group training goes in cycles. You hop in on a cycle. It's kind of like that. Like you could join anytime, but you might say, I'm going to wait for March 4th cycle to start classes. You get ongoing support anytime you need a coach, right? Even in the community, just DMing a coach. And I know they're kind of feeling like, y'all definitely maximizing that. That's good. Those who are in the program. So what we want to make sure that you can ask these things in the live classes too. But if you have like a pressing urgent thing, you can post it, and then your fellow community members also can give you support. I've been known to go live with someone who said you got a knot in her hair. She's self-retightening. And I was like, you know what? I have a minute. And I we went in our community. I joined live with her and helped her troubleshoot the issue that she was dealing with in real time. Advanced level repair, reattachment, and extending. That is our 3rd program that we saw on that list. This is the old picture, but if someone has locks, she came in with this happening on the left. Locks that were not all there, were hanging off, or they came off. And then we put them back in seamlessly. Obviously, you always talk about it, making sure that then you attach the hair, that the base is strong enough. We're not doing temporary locks, we're doing permanent. And we want to make sure there's a few factors in place before we just throw locks on the head. She passed it, so we were able to reattach it, even though her hair is thinner there. There was a few other factors happening where her hair actually was growing in. She was actively seeing a dermatologist, and her hair actually had come in. And so we were able to reattach them. So this video is my most popular video on all platforms, because this is the before of damage and trying to do extension work, and just, I don't know what was happening. I think she also said she noticed her hair was coming out from different locticians. She had been bouncing around a bit. There's probably a million other things going on as well, but I'll show you quickly what I did, what you'll learn to do. So this person has come in with severe lock damage. Okay, I don't know who's damaging locks, but y'all really need to stop. This is a baggie of her locks that came off, and I'm just taking them out and inspecting which ones are viable, which ones might need to be repaired. Then I match it to the color of the hair that I'm going to use, and these locks are the ones I made. I made them to resemble her locks as closely as possible in size, tension, color, length. Okay, so now I am matching it up on her head to where, I want to place them and the lengths that blend in. And I go ahead and I do a combination of my extensions and her own locks, and I find which goes best, and I reattached and attached extensions in her own hair to blend in as seamless as possible and to be as strong as possible. There's a braid in there for some other poor extension work. Y'all be careful, okay? It should look like that it cut off before the minute was over. I was a little emotional on it, so pardon my sternness in the words I was using. But when you've done repair work for person after person after person, it starts to get a little tiring. She also has some grays, and that's so the extensions. Um, that's an extension to mimic her other hair. So people come in with various states of hair. Not everyone's hair is pristine. Sometimes there's hair of gloss on the edges. There's inconsistency in the other locks. So it's really important, I feel, to learn advanced repair to make those locks all all as seamless as possible. So when you create a really seamless extension, it blends in. So there's a couple of steps that we had to do to get to that point because it was just a big patch of hair there. And so those are some things that we do. And then I think these a couple of slides out of position. Okay, so that's the Microloc Extensions is the full program course, and we do from scratch. You can create, extend, and they should be as realistic as possible. I want them to be realistic. That's the purpose of me creating my extensions. I can't speak for, so if you have clients that want that, or you want that for yourself to blend in with your own locks, you have the opportunity to do that, to stay in. So there's certain things I've learned. Also, the first full head extension client I did was in 2010, and she still has her locks, but it was very important that we did it a certain way so that she wasn't having them fall out when she didn't want them to fall out, or she was the first head. So my methods haven't improved so much more than that first client, but the goal is still the same. So what you get in this kit is it's 45 pieces. There's a lot more supplies needed, but you will get everything you get in the full program and more. So you got 45-piece full supply kit, mannequin head and stand, Microloc Extensions hair locking supply toolkit. So it's a toolkit specifically for the extensions. Then you have the tools again, because after you do extensions, you gotta retighten to get the hair, the type of hair we recommend, the type of hair that we recommend you use. We give you some in the kit. Branded gift set, 24/7 lifetime access to online. As long as you're active, you have lifetime access. So online portal, training portal filled with additional worksheets, guided step-by-step instructions, books, and additional support. So right now we have an active class and we have the videos. I mean, it's laser zoomed in over and over again. You can review how she's picking up really well from the video. So whenever she needs to reference it, and we're doing 6 parts, which we're going to show you. And then there's an exclusive private community that is established just for the extensions, because there's different kind of questions and need of support needs that extensions come out with sometimes. So that's a 6-part curriculum. So if you are in advanced repair, you have 3 of these classes. Full Microloc Master Extensions, you have all of them. So the first 3 classes are just for the extensions, right? You're learning how to create your foundation on a full loose head, learning how to create extensions on loose hair, pre-making loose locks, and then you get into the advanced repair, which I'll show you another video of some of those techniques when the Microlocs are in a poor state, but they're salvageable, because there's a whole process you got to go through to even make sure the hair is salvageable. If that passes, because I actually did the repair on my hair. So on a section I did a TikTok for, so I can show you that. But that is something that is partially what I did on the other client as well. You learn how to do that. If the lock had come out, then I would just be doing the reattachment part of that. Again, it's so many points of steps to it to ensure that it stays and meshes well. And then we have our work review, the certification. We talk about pricing, ads, and referrals, because then that's the opportunity for the Microloc directory at the Microloc extensions level. And then the way that's going to be marketed. So we have one person killing it in Maryland. She is killing it. I could say her name. It's Frida. And she's doing an absolute good job. She's actually one of our extension coaches. And the level of rehab she's been doing since she's taken this course is amazing. She's getting people flying in, and she's taking good care of them. So we talk about, you don't just come in for a one and done, but we'll talk about that. All right. So I'm going to show y'all oh shoot. I always do this with Instagram. Had to close Instagram real quick. Okay. If you want to continue, you can remove and add it. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I keep forgetting that I'm live on Instagram and that it just cuts off after an hour. So any questions? Because y'all really, well, it's okay. Y'all could be quiet. I'll find a question. Video file. While I pull up the file. Is this it? No. Okay, let me see if this is it. Can y'all take a moment to like this video, please? On YouTube, YouTube, where else am I? I'm on Facebook page, I believe. So I can continue to make content like this. I want to share more. I want to share a lot more to the public with tips and things, but I want to make sure it's something that is going to have an audience because I don't like talking to myself. I don't think this is it. Let me see. Hold on. So this person is coming. That's not it. That's the other one. Y'all quiet. Like I'm gonna hear you talk. Y'all quiet. So tell me right now who is going to be joining the boot camp. I already saw one. I think 1 or 2 people are going to join the boot camp, or who is interested in joining. Who's interested in joining any of the courses, and which one would you be interested in? And I'm gonna get off soon because I'm not feeling so well. Video file. I'm not seeing the comments. I think my comments are broke. So let me know you can see me before I press play on this video. Let me know. I only see one heart on here, so I guess y'all like to secretly. Let me not get. My other lactation friend tells me, stop being take it so personal. But behind the scenes is wild. There's almost 1,000 people in the way, constant communication. But when I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take time, go live. I don't feel so well. I would go live, and it's crickets. And I'm like, this is so comprehensive. Ask your questions, please, because I might miss information. All right. Extended attachment. Okay. Now, you were already in the program too. I'm going to boot camp. Perfect. It's just actually in about an hour and 45 minutes. All right. Let me show you this advanced repair. Oh, you don't hear it. Where's the sound? Hold on. You don't hear a sound. Let's play with the sound. Okay. Hopefully this one has the sound. I don't think it does. I'll explain it if it doesn't. Let's try this one. No, it doesn't. So it was hanging by a thread. I know. I don't know where the sound is. And I put a piece of hair tool because I wanted to show y'all. So basically, oh Lord. So basically I color matched it. And then it's still bumped because the lock has, when you have a lock that needs repair, multiple parts of the lock. Let me, because it's got something going on. Might need repair. So whenever I see an area that still needs more refinement, I go in. So I'm using hair to fill in that spot but I'm not just Like I'm doing some stuff off camera, y'all. But I just want to show y'all as it's being done how it looks in real time. So I'm starting to see reinforce it. You don't see hair sticking out. And so there could be spots on there I can go in and just make it a little smoother. But for the most part, that little tiny hair tool was able to slide up and down because I just wanted it to be really strong and really consistent and really smooth. And I don't want anything to be caught on anything so that when you retighten it, it just slides right through. And you won't even know. Most people will never know that that has added hair to it. We finished your certification. Yes. So I'm gonna say this: prioritize people in the program. You get the 50% off of the courses because we know that you have the foundation all the way from A to Z. So if you go from Essentials program all the way through the Extensions program, it's such a well-rounded, it all comes back full circle. Like, you know that there's multiple ways now that you can strengthen a lot, multiple ways you can do the install so that is really strong and so that it's prepped and primed for extensions, because extensions don't fix poor foundations with poor sizing. You have to be able to know. Also, some people could come to you. So if I could pull the videos, I'm on a different computer. And if y'all patient and if I have time, I can show you the two sister-in-law clients. But the one who had hers, she's had hers in for years now. But I show y'all a year later when I did the install and how her hair did a year later. And it's still all there. But we refined her sister locks. So sister locks look like an afro with so much loose hair at the ends like this. It literally looked like this. And I actually had to resection out the front. And she had the extensions in the back. So what we went over in class, that's one extension. But then we did the color. We do color combining. We do ombre. I have a whole section like describing ombre and how you can, if you want it to be as drastic as this, or if you want it to be gradual. We talk about how to do that so that you don't see that the connection point. Now I did this fast, and the hair is a little different with the colors, but we do go over all different ways to do it. I love color combining. A lot of clients ask for that. Some people ask for a drastic change from like dark to blonde. Some people's hair looks like that and they want it to match what their hair looks like. Or some people might want a gradual or just a certain portion. So you can get all of that and not see a connection point and it look like it's growing out the hair like that. But some people like it bright colors. And so you can do that without damaging your own hair. Ooh, child. Okay, no worries. I'll see you in the boot camp. Your next goal. Okay. Hi, Yaya. Hi. Oh, hey, TT. I'm recovering from breast cancer and plan on locking my own hair. Which course would you recommend? Oh, locking your own hair, the Essentials course. The Essentials course. So now, if y'all remember in the past, we had a business builder. We have the business builder is just fused back in. So it's not separate. We did it separate before, but now it is part of the program. So you would get, if you were in, so you want to review those again. The Essentials program will also have the business builder covers consultation. So that's what I do want to mention. So you're going to get that. It's pulled out of this. So if someone's like, I'm not worrying about consults because I'm just going to be doing my hair, then you would just stay on the Essentials. But you can also go open up the business builder course. You'll have it on your dashboard and you will have consultation documents, service policies reviewed by lawyers, legally binding, not binding, but, legal, legally protective of you and your client. You'll have sample how to do online and virtual consult scripts and links and resources and just exactly what I used to use as well. I used to send over a couple of things, certain things for virtual that you get it all in there. So you don't have to reinvent, but you don't have to use what's in there, but it's there for you to use. I would suggest using a service policy because I've not, I don't want to say knock on wood, but I credit starting out doing things in a professional manner to not having any legal issue with clients. So if you have a little bit of because nothing's ever 100% perfect, but if you start off professionally and you start off, really showing that you have your paper in order, your papers in order, your system in order, it really sets the tone for the type of clients that you have and the type of business that you have going forward. Some people say they've never had consultations, or they've never really had the follow-up process explained to them, or we don't, we have that all, we have that in there, outlines for you, documents for you. And then, so we got some testimonies from the boot camp. I think that's it. Yeah, from the boot camp. Anonymous. Oh, she's saying it shows that you really care and want to see us do our best. Thank you. You're well appreciated. Rena's been one of the first. She's been years into the program. So we have people that have been with us for years since we first rolled out. I believe 2021 she was in our program, and she's in Mississippi, and she's still active in her certification, and really love watching people expand and get their own suites and spaces. And she has some really exciting things for her in Mississippi. You'll all provide information that others would not, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you. I don't want to sound like this, but I think others don't know. Because if I told y'all I was creating standards and then I stepped away, I saw people creating definitions for things like they were guessing. You can do it like this, you can do that, you can do, but I knew that there were things that I actually was fixing or creating with the purpose. And so I think there's just some information that people don't really know, which is why they are training on certain things that are problematic. And so we go through that in the boot camp. We go through that in the free lives I do too. I'll show you. Even last week we talked about there's people training extensions on 2-strand twists that pulls out hair. It's never a thing, but that's extensions. But even with to get to the basic microlocks, there's certain things that don't they're just a problems. You would never pay someone to train you on. I would never ask y'all to pay me to train you on braids, or I'm not a braider. I'm a braider like a side hustle braider, but I'm a loctician and micro loctician, and you will be too if that's your desire. So we are focusing on creating locks on a micro scale. So I tell you what you need for that, as opposed to what maybe some people have popularized because they have large platforms, but that doesn't necessarily mean the foundation for locks on a micro level, strong, that aren't going to be problems for you later. So Giovanna is also our certified pro. She actually came in, through we had different types of programs where people came in, and so Javon, she was is a sister loctician. More than half of our community are either current or former sister locticians. We welcome you all. You can still simultaneously do what you need to do. But with here, I feel like people sometimes feel it's a little more freedom. They also get more information because we don't lock you in to like you gotta do it this way. I'll tell you, I strongly recommend using this type of tool. We have a tool, but I'm not gonna sue you for not using the tool, which is what could happen with sister loctician. I talk about it, y'all, all on my YouTube. Many years ago, I had people come for me, but I was like, people were getting sued for not using a sister lock tool. And I spoke out about it. And I said, we don't do that. If it's causing hair to come out, if it's causing problems, I don't want people to sneak. I don't want any layer of deception in this kind of work. I don't think that's fair. I think we should be able to have communication and be honest. And I think I'm highly skilled so that we don't feel threatened and have like clashes with clients because we don't know what to say. Like, we should just be free and say, hey, like maybe we don't need to tell step by step because you invested in the training, but definitely have an open conversation. And I feel like she said that she can't wait to enroll in the Microloc extensions course. And if you're serious in Microloc, I'm not saying that to brag, but if you are really serious, at least from someone who I don't want to say it. I would just say you're in the right spot if you want to learn about microlocks. Ronelli in Canada, she said, thank you. What a wonderful experience. She learned so much. Love from Calgary, Canada. She adopted a beautiful Haitian young girl, and she wanted to install microlocks, and she passed really well. She did such a good job in the training. We are very inclusive. We are very supportive. And so she was in our community, and we just welcomed her in. Trisha, she went through the full program, and she's now in the Microloc Mastery Extensions. And this is an old testimony. She says she stands firm. The method is amazing, and she learned to do her hair, and she's not going through the certificate. This is before she got certified. She's certified now. Even before people got certified, even on free information, even on bootcamp level information, they're able to do drastic changes and improvements in their own hair. And just a few more. She did really well. Oh my gosh, Monique did amazing. And she liked the group coaching. So that's free included. So we have a team, regular coaches that show up every single day somehow in the community or on the groups. And every week is a group coaching. Starting March 4th, we have our next cohort. So we had just finished our last group coaching class, and people are submitting their photos in for certification. And we are doing boot camp, and then we'll come back with the next cycle. So anyone enrolls when we open on March 1st, I would say as soon as you can. Yeah, you're going to get your supplies and everything within a week, and you'll be able to join that class and then start the next class with your supplies in hand. So, oh my gosh. And the groups, they're amazing. I don't know if anybody's watching. That was just in the last cohort, but they just get better and better. I've never seen the most diligent, focused, and like just about their skills, about their business. People are really coming in and leaving the program very focused and committed. So, I'm sorry, you had some questions. I'm in France and I'm a nail tech, but might do certification later, being a braid on extra time. Cool. Your point on view of standards and refinement really resonate with me. That's why I would like to take your course. Thank you. Yeah, it's like we can't just be like leaves blown in the wind. We gotta have some solid foundations to stand on that are proven. Some of our workshops that we do a pricing workshop every 1 to 2 months. We just did one last week. We did our 2024 prices because we have, like you just said, about standards, because people invest in the program and they invest in their time and they show up for 5 weeks of classes in addition to workshops. I feel like the pricing for a Microloc Mastery Certified Pro should reflect the level of effort and energy they put in. Y'all, I'm sorry, I can't bite my tongue. So if it sounds mean, I'm not trying to sound mean. It's just me speaking. And I'm sorry if it hurts anybody's feelings. But I think if someone invests in going beyond, like we're not training you to do 2-strand twists or braids as a foundation. I'm just going to put that out. So if that's something that you're looking to do, this program's not right. But I would not want someone to charge a lot of money. How do we say it? The people in our program network is learning how to create an actual lock from the same method they're using to maintain it. So it can be seamless and strong, and they're using the best techniques to do that, which requires practice, which requires knowledge on locking and the locking process. So I feel sets it as a different standard than someone, if I'm putting in a different, like a technique that maybe a person does on themselves because they're just trying to, do something different or quick. That warrants a different, but they up their prices, and they're going to continue to up their prices because now they are fixing and repairing the work. I would not charge y'all the amount that we charge for the program to teach you braiding or twisting. And so I just want to say the pricing workshop goes hand in hand. So we talk about what we talk about in the pricing workshop. We talk about determining their pricing tier, the Microloc Mastery pricing standards. And even though there's people that can still charge more, but people will know. The thing is, I think you're setting yourself up for long money, like consistent money. Your money on your retightness and maintenance is your biggest bulk of your income. It's not on installs. The installs a quick drop of money, but they never come back to you. But you have a client that comes back to you for 10 years. It's very easy to have a client for 10, 15 years. How much regular income is that versus a quick fix of an install, a quick thing of an install that if it's not done well, they may not come back. They may not come back or feel like they're seeing what they want to see. So I just wanted to put that out there as far as sometimes our prices still aren't as high. Like it's people charging a lot more than what we're charging basically. But I think that we're going to be charging, I feel, our worth without gouging people. Because I've seen people still charge a lot more than the pros that I have that are fixing with that no extensions very well. Flat rate versus hourly. You know, there's a lot of people out here doing flat rates, people doing hourly rates. We break that down and then determining your hourly rate, pricing adjustments and increases, and maximizing tips. All right. So this class is a little bit of numbers. If you don't like numbers, I say then get somebody in your business that's going to help you with this, because this is important parts of the business to make sure you get that. You are pricing accordingly, because you don't want to just one activity we did. And even my son that I used to do, but someone else said, oh my goodness, it was so eye-opening that they were undercharging. So we don't want you to undercharge. Okay. So that's why it's important. So if anyone is excited to enroll, we have more workshops. I just couldn't find the slides. We have basic Microloc styling class. We do those live as well. We've also partnered with celebrity stylist April B, and she also offers oh my gosh, a ton of lock styling classes to our community as well. So there's a few members of our community, when they enroll, they get that special, they basically enroll in our program and get free access to some of her courses. So we're going to be doing that as well. And even if you're already in the community, you'll still have opportunity to get additional styling support, whether it's included or very reduced price if it's someone like a celebrity stylist April B. But we also have in-house our coaches that will give as a part of your what you pay. So enrollment opens March 1st, which is this Friday. Okay, so March 4th starts the group coaching. You will not, if you enroll, don't worry about going to your first class without your supplies, because the first class you're going to still have access immediately. Whenever anyone enrolls, they have access immediately to the modules. You fill out the form so we know where to send your supplies. We know you signed an NDA. You do, because we don't, this is the wild, wild west out here. So I want to make sure that what you invest in, and it helps protect, the businesses, the tools, and all that. So that's just the standard thing. So then we have, you sign the forms, and you complete your information and get your items mailed, and you join right in. People have joined and literally the very next day started workshops, got in our community. So we have a team. I didn't pull up the slide, but we have 3 coaches right now. 2 you see more actively, named Tasha and Frida. They are Microloc Mastery Certified Professionals. And we also have Mina as a coach, and she is like an educational coordinator. And if y'all remember the scholarship, not the one we just did, the one last year before that, she was a winner of our scholarship. And I'm always looking for help, put out an ad, hey, in the community, and then hire her. So she works with us. And the same for our coaches. We always have opportunities for you to further your success, your empire, your money. So hey, love, we moved to Texas in 2020. Who's that? 224. Okay. Hey. All right. So opportunities. Okay. So let's get into a couple of opportunities with us. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. Y'all know I'm a whole social worker. I have a nonprofit that I am still growing. So big part of what I want to do is make sure that we have opportunities to expand our businesses. And so people are interested in being an instructor for in-person training for our programs. We have the first group completing this week, the 29th. And it's a facilitator training and business support program for Microloc Mastery Certified Professionals, aiming to become in-person training sites while significantly growing their business and income. And so we go through a 4-week program. And at the end, you get a $500 stipend or grant. You don't pay it back. It's just to help. Facilitators guides and I can't, my head, classwork books. So we have a facilitator's guide, we have student guides, and we have a PowerPoint presentation that goes with you actually doing the training. So if there's people always looking for in-person. They can take an in-person class in these cities where we have approved instructors to go through a whole process of interviewing, make sure their locations are good for you to learn, and you just show up there. But you also have access to our online community. So you have a double whammy if you want to join in-person class. You get 4 weeks of business training and training sessions. So I don't know if you know I have a background in academia. Teaching and advising at Columbia University School of Social Work. And so, and I've taken there's a lot of business resources that I have access to that I pass along and put into a program for our professionals. And we have branded items, supplies, decals, gifts, things that you would need to set your site up. And so that is an opportunity. We will be taking the next cohort in March. So I'll make an advertisement. So if you go through our program and you certify, you have opportunities galore. I would just say stay active. Just log in at least once a year to your portal. We do require recertification to list you on the Microloc directory. So if you are not active, what you have to do is just get active and then apply to this. And I really felt it important. Now, one day I would love to be able to make those stipends higher. But at this point, if I do make them higher, I'll just circle right back to the Certified Pros and say, hey, y'all, there's another grant. Here's some more money to help us, because I know what I would have wanted and needed starting my own business. And so that's one thing I want to talk about, that because we have additional training and support, our free Facebook group, our webinar. The webinar, let me tell y'all a secret. If you tune off right now, I feel bad for you. If you click off, I feel bad for you. It's a secret. The webinar has 2023 prices right now, which is almost how much? It's a lot of money less than what is going to happen on Friday. Some people have got the hack and they used it, and I let them use it because I didn't record the new one. I'm recording a new webinar the first week of March. So if you watch the webinar and you're like, I want to get in, I should not tell y'all this. But if you watch this long, because we see some people clicking off, only got 2 likes, so y'all not watching. Y'all not watching. I should have. If you do that, though, that you get the same access. That's about to be 500, 600. It's almost $1,000. It's $800 difference. You save. But you didn't hear that from me. The only thing is, on a webinar, you don't have the advanced. There's an opportunity to have the advanced repair reattachment added to your course for a lower price point than the whole Microloc extensions. I don't know if that makes sense. So did y'all hear it? Okay. That's why I say, you know what? It's always gifts and gems for people who stick around. Oh, so let me get, there's 2 more things I'm gonna show y'all, and then we're gonna be done. We do the holiday giveaway every December. So Nicole was our winner. This beautiful lady here, she won for 2023 full scholarship to the program. So if that's something that anyone is interested in, we'll announce it around Thanksgiving or before. Excuse me, y'all. And we let you know that we have the giveaway, and it's how you apply, and you apply. But I'm going to be honest. I want to make sure it goes to the right person. So engagement is kind of big for me, because it helps. I'm not like, social media is what it is, but I do value and appreciate, even with a lower number of followers, because behind the scenes is a whole different story. But when you engage on social media and like and show what you like, only if you like it, don't like it if you don't like it. it helps drive the algorithm. It's a thank you. It's like, I didn't pay for it. I value this information. It's helpful. Let me like it. I'm going to engage. Let me whatever. And like when I see people showing up to things, free webinar, I know they really are interested, because you don't have to show up. And you show that you value it. So there's a combination of me always seeing her active, seeing her use the information, know how she answer the questions. So I would say be involved if you really truly are. If you're not, it's okay. The scholarship is the best Christmas present. I will be thankful for this lesson. Yeah, this is basically like, she's going to turn into a business. If she turns it into a business, it's money. If she doesn't, she still saves money, because she's going to be using it to save herself money and enhance her skills and then have a community. And we love her. So I just say that. I'm appreciative for those who like and follow, share, find the information helpful. I've been talking for many years on this platform as a licensed social worker. People are like, why are you talking about hair? And I'm like, because there's so much we can do. There's so much need. My unique combination is so many people who appreciate and value have the same mindset. And I would love to connect, love to connect with y'all, love to welcome y'all into the program, and, just welcome you into the family. Help support you in any way possible. Our team is looking forward to it. I know they're getting ready for 7:00. So I don't know if anybody joined, but if you joined, you'll automatically get an email. You'll automatically log in. And even if you don't go to the community, it says live, click that button. And I think I'll be in there as well. I'm pretty sure. I hop in and out, but it's led by our coaches primarily. So they'll guide you through the 5 days, and then I'll be in there as well. And at the end of it, like I said, we give you opportunity to have to enroll in the program at an offer that's not shown. So if you're like, you know what, I do like this boot camp, I do want to enter the program, there is an incentive for you if you make it through. And then if you just do the challenges, you'll win. Hopefully you'll win something, and then we get your information and we just mail you your prizes. And it's just like, I'm glad you had this experience. Hopefully it was helpful for you. All right, y'all. Any more questions before we get going? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the light. I'm excited. But y'all, it's been busy. It's been a busy month. We got a lot going on. Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining. And I'll see y'all soon. I guess I'll see y'all in the community. The resources, you want to put them back up on the screen while I say goodbye? I'll leave them up on the screen, and y'all can join. If you want a free webinar, go for it. You want to join just resources that are free, you can go to freemicroloctraining.com info. That's why I put the YouTube videos. I put everything on there. It's a whole lot on there. Just scroll through. You'll see the boot camp on there. You'll see everything. The Instagram pages. The session coming in a few days. When will the next one be? For certification? So there's 5-week cycles. So you're looking at, after this one, you're looking at some time at the end of possibly the end of April for the next one. We take a week or two off. So March. Yeah, we'll probably be about April 15th for the next cycle. And that'll go until mid-May. Yeah, so it might almost be on a monthly basis, every 5 weeks. 5 weeks. And sometimes people join because maybe you have an incentive, the price is lower. I would say if you want to join and start whenever you want. People join and they wait months. They wait months to start, and that's okay. It is a self-paced program with opportunities for live instruction. There's no you're late. Oh no. It's like, hey, we're here for you whenever you want. You're welcome, Yolanda. So y'all. Okay. Hope everybody takes care. There's something going around. I heard a little bug or something going around. So I hope y'all take care. Okay, y'all have a good rest of your day. So big. Bye.